Hello, I am Dr. Namrata Wankhade and I am a community physiotherapist. I deal with preventive and rehabilitative strategies using physiotherapy in community health. And women's health is a part of my specialty. In this video, I am going to talk about urinary incontinence. It simply means leakage of urine or involuntary loss of urine. This is a very common problem and requires a lot of awareness, especially because of the stigma attached to it. Around 2/3 of world's female population experience urinary incontinence, and both males and females are affected by it. At times, even kids experience urinary incontinence, especially athletes. One can only imagine the impact it has on a person's physical, economic, social, and psychological well-being. When a person is experiencing more than 3 episodes of urine leakage in a week, then the person needs to address the issue and is said to have urinary incontinence. There are 3 main types of urinary incontinence, and it is determined by the activities which cause urine leakage. So, for example, if a person is experiencing urine leakage during activities like cough, sneezing, laughing, for that matter even walking, lifting something, then that person is said to have stress incontinence. And if a person feels the need to rush to the toilet or experiences urine leakage while undressing in the toilet, or there is leakage of urine just before reaching the toilet, then it is an urge type of incontinence. When a person experiences urine leakage during both these type of activities, then it is a mixed type of urinary incontinence. Urinary incontinence definitely progresses with age, but is not a physiology of age. So, considering this as a normal phenomena occurring with progressing age is wrong, and therefore this should be addressed, and a person should definitely talk to a healthcare professional. The most important fact about urinary incontinence is that it is not a disease in itself, but is a symptom of a major background. And the most important cause of urinary incontinence is pelvic floor muscle weakness. Pelvic floor muscle weakness is caused by various other things, and the main includes multiple vaginal deliveries, pregnancy, menopause. In males it occurs because of the prostate enlargement, because of tumor, and if we consider both the genders, then weight gain and addiction is one of the other causes which cause pelvic floor muscle weakness. Now, when we talk about pelvic floor muscle weakness, if a muscle is weak, we can definitely strengthen it. That means urinary incontinence is preventable, and the preventive strategies include lifestyle modification, avoiding sedentary lifestyle, good nutrition, hydration, and yes, active healthy lifestyle. As far as treatment of pelvic floor muscle weakness or urinary incontinence is concerned, there are so many strategies which are used to treat these symptoms. In physiotherapy, we have Kegels exercises, we have biofeedback mechanism used to strengthen pelvic floor muscles. There is strength training with the help of vaginal cones. There are behavioral techniques which helps a lot in urinary incontinence issues, and there are so many strategies in other fields as well. For example, yoga, meditation, it helps a lot in managing these symptoms. So the purpose of making this video is to make you understand that though this problem is very common, but you should not ignore it. Talk to someone, talk to a healthcare professional, and it is in your hands to manage these symptoms very effectively and efficiently. Also, there are in detail discussions about urinary incontinence coming in upcoming videos. So stay tuned to the Physio Voice for more information. Thank you.